To Libya now, where entrepreneurs and Western companies are lining up for their chance to strike it rich in the war-torn country. Opportunities are plenty for those hoping to cash in on the rebuilding process post-Gaddafi. As Oksana Boyko reports, the same powers that helped destroy the regime are now the ones eager to make a profit.
They may have helped bring down the house, but they were very careful not to burn bridges. As Libya rises from the ashes of civil war, the countries that poured oil into the fire are now lining to cash in, undoing the damage.
The belief that Russia benefited more than others from trading with Gaddafi's regime is very widespread here in Tripoli, but it's simply not true. In 2010, Moscow was number 17 on the list of Libya's main trading partners, accounting for just 0.4% of its international trade. The countries that had the largest trading volumes with Gaddafi's Libya are precisely the ones that spearheaded the campaign against him: the European Union, the United States, and Turkey. And they all are now jostling for contracts to rebuild Libya. Some of them helped to destroy.
How you doing?
Everything is good.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
Very, very good?
Sure, yeah.
American business style is still a bit of an oddity here, but it's already catching up. Construction firm owner Richard Peters arrived in Tripoli just before the uprising to seal a multi-million-dollar contract with Gaddafi's government. The war and Peters' subsequent incarceration threw him off track, but now he hopes to make up for it.
I don't condemn anybody, even the people that worked for him. You didn't have a choice here. If you don't work for him, what do? Die?
For Richard, whose company is also involved in rebuilding Iraq and Afghanistan after the US-led invasions, Libya is familiar turf. He even says the country's business potential may trample all over other post-conflict areas.
There's nothing they don't need here. You know, if you compare it to like the United States, they need everything we have. You know, everything, their infrastructure has to be totally redone, all their facilities, you know, and some of the things we are involved in, you know, was executive centers with golf courses, theme parks. These people haven't really had any entertainment all these years. So now you can imagine getting, you know, a theme park or a little Disneyland.
Americans are not the only ones jostling for a foothold. Turkish Airlines was the first to resume commercial flights to Tripoli, and they're now packed with businessmen scouting for opportunities. Even during Gaddafi's time, Turkey was pretty comfortable doing business in Libya and was Tripoli's fourth largest trade partner last year. But many now hope for even better deals following its early recognition of the rebel authorities.
Definitely, if you have a strong political relations and with some countries, with somebody, that it will facilitate. I mean, and it is instrumental for the business. There's no doubt for that.
The only ones who are so far slow on reclaiming their business interest in Libya are Russia and China. Both countries were vocal in their opposition to the use of force in Libya, a stance that has already backfired. Most Russian companies who did business in Libya prior to the war are still hesitant to send personnel back, while experts warn that the waiting game may not be the best strategy.
We are going to lose Libya like we lost Iraq. Syria and Yemen will follow. They see they can drive Russia and others out of the market and then take advantage. We have to work there. We will take measures. We're going to enter those markets. They are waiting for us. If interim governments see we don't take action, they will say a few words about Russian businesses being driven out. Then just step aside.
But the ones losing the most are the Libyans themselves. In 2010, their economy grew by about 10%. Reaching anything like that growth now seems as heavy a load as building the country from scratch. Oksana Boyko, RT, Tripoli.